the B-flat contrabass trombone. Otherwise, a few minutes with this instrument will make it look as though you're significantly incontinent. So we'll yeet this case away for the moment. I'm not quite sure whether that's syphilis or perhaps something else. I'm going to go sit in a big group of 20 other violinists all playing the exact same thing, and you won't be able to tell any difference whatsoever. Why polish a turd? Hocus pocus fortissimosis. And I'm going to get annoyed by the amount of times I accidentally whack the mouthpiece into my head. It now looks like a half-opened taco, or something perhaps a little bit more lewd. No expense has been spent. You can get just the tip in, but it doesn't fit, it wobbles around, and it's not a very enjoyable experience. Takes a lot of lubricant to get a cow to come home unwillingly. Learn to play in minutes, enjoy for a lifetime. I think that would be a parent's worst nightmare. There were a lot of people that went or something along those lines. Firstly, you grab it in your right hand. Secondly, drop it into a rubbish bin. And she looked at me sadly and said, "But Trent, you can't do both." Tonight I am joined here by coldness. Durable, comma, easy to damage. I had the logo Snorf put on it because that was one of the options when you bought it. I'm happy to say a $40 trumpet is rubbish because you sort of expect it to be. My trombone works much better without lubricant. And then we need to drop them on the floor. I'm actually surprised that Australian has managed to use the internet. Oh, I've left it down here. Oh, penis! Have to say your mum. No, they used the compressed flatulence of the poor people who had to sew and assemble this. So yeah, Sarah number 10, what an honour. I could probably practice in the same room as my wife when she's watching TV and not annoy her any more than my presence generally does. How do you flutter tongue? Something like that. You will often see violinists or other, you know, unemployed people. It smells as though it's been dragged through a dog's kennel before it was sent to me. We're going to be leaning very heavily on the "and more" part of this description. Well, I've got Betty, I've got Doris, there is Mavis, Margaret, etc. I've forgotten all their names. Is that a new deodorant? You smell very nice today. Oh yes, we've got some more worthless padding material. Let's just get rid of that. Well lubricated for the player's pleasure. Oh yeah, this feels nice and springy. Who will then beat them with a stick, Chris Brown style. As opposed to many instruments now which are made out of Chinesium in Craptakistan. You sort of have to play it like this. Which is my preferred form of lubricant, both in the music world and out of it. Well, it happened to me. It looks a little bit like a hat, and indeed I've seen some people wear them as a hat. If you had a clarinet or a flute or an instrument that doesn't matter, then yeah, absolutely. Mouth of Euphomum, such as, for instance, if you drive a Holden, you're going to have to push it from time to time. But it's made out of aluminium, so that this water, when it comes out, does not squirt all over my pants and make it look as though I've wet myself. And I'm not going to spend any more time sanding it, largely because I'm bored. Why can't they have more guitars? Excuse me. I've tried a hammer on this valve. So these are the sides that you need to sort of balance up like two large melons. Of course I've never had an airline damage my trombone. These videos are very badly produced.